It is crazy how these mental things can cut into physical health in such a way. But obviously, this is talking retirement. This is a podcast primarily for seniors and people in their middle ages. And the things that we talked about ahead of time were, how does your mental health change as you get older? So if you were to give a couple general trends as you start to approach your 50s, 60s, 70s, your later years, what are some changes that you start to see with people's mental health? It doesn't have to be for everybody. Obviously, everybody's different, but just some general patterns and things people should look out for.
Yeah. So, in working with some of our current clients that are in that kind of generation, a conversation that tends to come up for me a lot is a shift in the focus of like, what's my legacy? Like, what are people going to remember me for? Is that good or bad? And then also like the increase in caretaking stress. And it's not just like caretaking for like older parents, but we do know that like the younger generations, the 20s, like they're staying home longer. So you're still in this caretaking role, but it's a different caretaking role. And so whatever that stress is, so those are two big areas that I have found to be conversation pieces.
I would add that sometimes the changes in social dynamics with loss of friends and family also increase some feelings of loneliness, which can be an increased symptom for someone experiencing depression as they age as well. So the issues with feelings of loneliness as well as kind of thinking about end of life things. So as they age, as we start to get older, we start to think about like, okay, now I'm closer to the end of my life rather than the start or the middle of my life. And sometimes that starts to come up in these existential type of thinking of what does that mean?
It's almost like you're confronted with your mortality as your friends and family start to pass away, and you start to go, oh, this is actually happening. I'm not invincible. We obviously all have health scares, but it's like, no, this is just naturally going to happen soon, right?
Yeah.